Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be presenting my research project. My research focuses on religion and migration. The reason why I wanted to do this topic was because the I find religion to be a really interesting social aspect. There's a lot of ambiguity in religion in terms of knowing if religion is all about the supernatural or if religion is all about the social aspect of it, or if religion is a combination of both. So exploring those enigmas that religion has was something that captivated my attention, and my research intended to find anything regarding those ambiguities or enigmas or mysteries. So, interestingly, when I was doing my literature review, I noticed that religion provides people with a lot of utility. Religion provides people with purpose. An example of that would, for example, in the Christian ideology, religion, all Christians have the purpose of going to heaven. So that usually gives a person a direction to strive towards, to aim towards. So religion gives people a purpose. Yeah. Another thing that religion provides people with is it gives them solace. In the Christian faith, when a person prays, God is going to hear that person's prayers, and God will make a decision about it. So a person kind of alleviates their stress by putting all their emotional baggage on and giving it to God, saying that, oh, I'm not in control here, God is, and God's going to decide for me, or he's going to either he's going to make the decision or something like that. Another thing that religion provides people with is a community. When a person attends religion services, that person usually finds themselves surrounded by people with similar values, similar beliefs, and that forges friendships that usually creates a community, a religious community within people, and all that stuff. So religion has all these effects that are real, that have an impact on people, and that is something really interesting that I found about religion, and that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this project, because religion is a really interesting thing that has permeated throughout centuries, and is still like a big part of society today. In today's world, religion is a ubiquitous thing everywhere, and all the cultures and stuff like that. So my research question focuses on it basically asks if the migration of Salvadorian individuals to the United States increases or decreases their religious beliefs and activities. I chose Salvadorian individuals because I wanted to narrow the population down to one group. The purpose of my research is to evaluate whether migration of Salvadorian individuals to the United States changes their perspective, practices, and beliefs on God. The theory I'm using comes from this well-known sociologist Email, I can't even say his first name. Durkheim comes from Durkheim, and he basically says that religion and society share similar attributes. Society and God exist as a social force. It exists outside the individual. Society and God asks for their relinquishment, asks individuals to relinquish themselves, and asks them to succumb to their ideologies. Both God and society motivates individuals to be better, and do things they could not have done on their own. So that's the theory I'm using in terms of arguing if a person's environment can affect their beliefs. So I'm basically trying to evaluate if a person who has recently migrated from another country with preconceived principles, beliefs, can that person change their beliefs in order to fit into a group, into that culture that they have migrated to? Or if they don't, if they stay the same, if their religious beliefs permeate, or if they do not succumb to that environment at all. So the methods that I use, the methods of my project was, I conducted 2 surveys, one in Spanish and one in English. The surveys had 33 questions. They had 3 different sections. The first section was about spirituality. The second section was about their work and study life, and the third section was about their home/social life of people. The surveys, the one in Spanish was directed to Salvadorians living in El Salvador, and the one in English was directed to Salvadorians in the United States. Yeah. So my data, or the data that I gather from the surveys, demonstrated some differences between the 2 population groups, the Salvadorians in the United States and the Salvadorians in El Salvador. So here you can see the 2 that I made tables to kind of showcase my results. So the first table demonstrates that Salvadorians in El Salvador practice more religious activities than Salvadorians in the United States. 61% of Salvadorians from El Salvador partake in religious activities, while 58% of Salvadorian Americans partake in religious activities. The percentage difference between the 2 is small. So that doesn't show much of a difference, but it does show that Salvadorians in El Salvador are a little bit more religious than Salvadorians here in the United States. In table 2, Salvadorians chose to be religious rather than not religious. Not even a single Salvadorian decided to identify themselves as atheists. On the other hand, 7% of Salvadorian Americans pick atheism as a category to identify their religiosity. Okay, I think this is too fast. Shoot.